So, since I made my video yesterday calling the racists exactly what they are, which is racists, white supremacists, terrorists, they don't like it. I've had many a man in my DM typing, telling me to off myself, okay? First of all, Gary, save your breath. It stinks, okay? That one brown tooth is literally hanging on by a fucking rotting thread. My advice would be drink a pint of bleach. It will really clean that one up for you. Okay. Second of all, your main concern is that immigrants are coming into the country, yeah? You go, oh, they can't even speak our language. They speak to each other in their own language. They don't even speak English. You don't even speak English. I can't even decipher what you're fucking saying, you fit cunt. I reckon you need to down Duolingo and start again, because the cheek of you to moan that somebody comes into this country when they can speak their own language fluently and then they learn a second language and you can't even speak your own, yet you go to Benidorm every year and go, hola. And the cheek of you to loot Lush. Out of all the shops you could have looted, you looted a shop full of products that none of you fucking use. You all stink. The personal hygiene is zero. The GCSEs, zero. The teeth, zero. The brain cells, zero. Do you see what we're going here? Worthless scum of the earth. That's what you all are, okay? Go home to that house that you were given by the government that you don't fucking pay into, because none of you are paying tax, because none of you are at work, because none of you want to work. You want to be on the street drinking Stella, lads, watching fucking Spurs. Go home, you stinking cunts, to your free house that you don't pay rent for. I pay your fucking rent. I pay your rent. These people that you hate pay your rent. You don't pay anything into this country. You don't do shit. You don't belong here. How about that? And yet you will still say that you're doing this to protect the children. But every single video I've seen online, every single video I've seen, there is multiple children looting shops, throwing bricks, walking down the street holding hands with their little mum in Belfast, being encouraged to scream out racist slurs. Yet you're protecting the children. What children? I don't see any children being protected. You're raising children. You're raising these children to be monsters like you. You are the problem, okay? Not immigrants, not people of colour. You, disgusting white supremacists. So fuck clean off.
Let me tell you, dirty, dingy, dusty, racist prick Sutton, yeah? You want to start racist riots around the UK, but you don't know your fucking history. Well, I'm here to give you a history lesson. The reason why immigrants came to this dusty, dingy fucking country is because half of your men were wiped out by World War fucking II. They didn't do it because they wanted equality. They didn't do it because they wanted diversity. They wanted black people to come over to this country and rebuild it again. And you want to know the real reason why you won World War II? It's because India, yeah? India sent around 1.2 million Indians to come and fight the fucking fight because they were part of the Commonwealth, you understand? So if you knew your fucking history, you wouldn't be going after immigrants so fucking hard. America didn't save your ass, Clark. It was India, yeah? And you're talking about you want your jobs back. What fucking jobs are you talking about? Where are they? Are they on Indeed? Are they on Total Jobs? Where are they? Because there's 9 million jobs, yeah, that you can access, that you can fucking apply for. So where the fuck are these immigrants taking jobs? What, you want toilet cleaning? You want office cleaning jobs? You want carer jobs? You want car wash jobs? You want nail salon jobs? You want barbershop jobs. That's what you're angry about. The reason why you don't have those fucking jobs is because you don't have the skill set. You don't add to anything. You are labourers. That is what your history is known for. You are factory workers. You are miners. Most of you work in fucking construction because you can't string a sentence together. But you want to target fucking immigrants. How dare you? Let me tell you something else. The reason why you don't have jobs is because the UK don't export anything. They don't build fuck all. They don't do fuck all. And they don't invent fuck all. And you people ain't gonna work for £5 an hour in a factory. You're best staying on fucking benefits. So instead of being angry at the immigrants trying to make an honest fucking living, I suggest you look towards the Houses of Parliament, because those are the people who put you in poverty. And you can throw all the racist parties you want. We ain't fucking going anywhere. So get fucking used to it. And if it weren't for the immigrants that came over here and made your country great again, you'd be living with animals, piss and shit. Do you understand? Oh. And the homeless and the toothless can't tell me shit about this country. This is my country now. Do something. And I'm not talking about all white people. I'm talking about racist white people. And if you feel offended by this video, then it's you and me I talk to.
So apparently the ED are coming down to London, yeah, Walthamstow, and if they do, that's going to be the worst decision they're ever going to make in their life. Because they tried to go to Brum, it didn't really end up well, we saw the videos, we saw what happened. But if they come down to London, they might not even make it out alive. Because they're probably thinking, Walthamstow, we're good, nothing's going to happen. No, you're surrounded by a lot of areas. You got Stratford, Tower Hamlets, Leighton, and on the other side you got Chinkford, Enfield, Tottenham, Edmonton, Wood Green, Hackney. Is it really worth it? And don't even forget Woodford and Ilford and that side. So is it really worth it to come down to London? Because you lot are surrounded. And London has a lot of ethnic minority people that love fighting. Yeah, these lot have nothing to lose. They're probably waiting for you lot to come down so they can just scrap it out with you lot. We've got the Turks, the Kurds, the Algerians, the Romanians, the Bulgarians, the Eritreans, the Somalians. Is it really worth it, Tommy? Do you really want to put your life on the line?
We want our country back. We want our country back. We want our country back. We want our country back.
I just want to put my 2 cents in on what's going on in the country right now, because it's actually fucking disgraceful. It's currently 6:30 AM. I'm at McDonald's. I've been served by 3 really nice, polite, hard-working Asian people doing the jobs that you lazy fucking English people don't want to do. Or you want to waste your time collecting your dole money, blaming immigrants, blaming the people who come here to try and better their life, to work hard, you know, support their families. You want to waste your time going to these marches, these riots, these protests, causing trouble, hurting people physically, emotionally, scaring people, making people feel unsafe in the place that they have chose to call home. It's disgusting. Today there's a march. I see a post online yesterday that there's a march today, organised riot basically for going out and targeting anyone who is Asian and non-white. Use your fucking heads. This is exactly what the media want you to do. How are you so uneducated on this? The problem in this country is not immigrants. The problem in this country is not the man who's serving you breakfast, who's stacking your shelves in Tesco's, who's the nurses in the hospitals giving you medication and making you feel better. And it's not these people. It's the government. It's the media. And you need to switch on. To all my Asian friends, my friends of colour, please, in Southampton today, stay safe. No one's forcing you to stay at the city centre, but please don't go to the city centre to retaliate, because you know what's going to happen. The police will turn up, and who's going to get blamed? It's going to be the Asians, and it's going to be the people of colour, because that is the way that shit works in this country. And I'm so sad to say that. It's horrible to say that, but I just want you all to stay safe. You know, I spent almost 3 years living in an Islamic country. I lived in Dubai. The nicest people you'll ever meet. The most kind, loving, peaceful people ever. And you come here and all it is people complaining, moaning, immigration this, black people this person, that person. Like, come on, man. This country's not going to get fixed unless we all stick together and work together on it, because you're the problem. You're feeding into what the government are putting on a plate for you. Like you're biting the apple that they're feeding you, and it's a disgrace, man. Stay safe to everyone. Please, if you're in Southampton, stay out of the city centre today, because if this riot kicks off, it's not going to help. It's not going to fix anything. It's not going to prove anything. If anything, you'll get in trouble. You're going to get hurt. And keep your kids out of the city centre. Don't let your kids see this, because this is bad education for the kids. I feel so sorry for the children of the next generation, because these videos I'm seeing online, people are taking their kids, they've got their kids shouting things, they've got their kids involved, like they're telling their kids to say things. You are raising a racist generation. You're raising another racist generation where this split, this divide, this feud between races in this country is going to continue. And it's never going to continue until we learn to educate our children, to teach them what's right and what's wrong. That's my 2 cents. I'm going to go home, I'm going to sleep today, and hopefully I don't hear about any of my friends being in the city centre and getting hurt or anything today. Stay safe, people.
The go-karting company has been ordered to pay nearly £120,000 after a Muslim schoolgirl died when she was strangled by her own hijab. Ruwaida Adan, 15, choked to death after her headscarf became caught minutes into a race with her friends at Capital Karts in Barking, East London, on August 6, 2021. The end of her scarf was said to be hanging out of her helmet and suit before it wound itself round axle of the go-kart and strangled her. Emergency services were called to the scene and resuscitated the teenager, who was then taken to hospital. She died 4 days later after suffering a hypoxic brain injury and asphyxiation. Capital Karts Trading, a company owned by Capital Karts, has now been ordered to pay a £90,000 fine following the tragic incident, as well as costs of £29,021.18 and a victim surcharge of £190. A probe into Ruwaida's death in 2022 found that the teenager should have been told to remove her headscarf, but checks at the venue missed it. There were posters at the venue telling racers to remove any loose clothing and long hair tied back, although Ruwaida and her friends were not told to read them. The jury at Walthamstow Coroner's Court said at the time, no safety check ensured that Ruwaida removed her headscarf before getting into her go-kart.
So if you're unaware, the UK riots are happening right now because of that 17-year-old who killed 3 girls about 5 days ago now, which is absolutely horrible. So my condolences to the family. But the main issue why conflict is happening, because the media put out there that this 17-year-old is a supposed asylum seeker, a migrant, which the far-right group ran with and decided to go berserk because of that. And Keir Starmer, our Prime Minister, actually backed that statement at the time. But a couple of days ago, he said, oh, this is a mistake. I apologise. He's not an asylum seeker. He's born here. His parents are from Rwanda. So he's actually a British citizen. And the far-right group, they don't care. They're not trying to hear it. So they're still causing havoc and using that as an excuse to run rampage in the streets as of current. It's as if the far-right group were waiting for the perfect moment to pounce and just go run rampage in the streets. They're using this, even though Keir Starmer confirmed that he's not a migrant, he's born here, that they were waiting for a time to be openly racist and to be openly marginalizing groups. Even if you're not Muslim, if you're a minority in general, you can't be in the streets, all these things. And somehow they want to correlate that we're taking their jobs, all these old things that they used to say, now bringing it up again. It's almost like they were waiting covertly under the covers to then pounce out and use this little reason of, which is a mistake, calling him an asylum seeker, to then come and put this false narrative saying that all migrants are bad, migrants are the issues of this country, when in the first place it was just a mistake. It was a mistaken identity of him being a migrant. And this just goes to show the power of how social media can really push a narrative and cause problems. And the fact that Keir Starmer also backed the statement is where the issue is as well. If you're someone who's of leadership, you have to make sure that when you speak, your facts are correct. Because Keir Starmer made this little mistake, this has now led a whole group to go against a lot of people in this country simply because the Prime Minister himself decided to go with one narrative. And he now wants to apologise at this time, and it's just too late. It's too late. As media journalists and as a leader, I think there should be more regulations on how they portray perpetrators, how they portray victims, what they say, and make sure it's factual, because now they're angry. Oh, the Prime Minister's now angry. Oh, these riots, these thugs, these this, these that, but you caused it because of what you said. And the media ran with it as well. So now you want to go blaming everyone else, but you caused it with your words. They need to be more careful as a leader. You know that your words hold weight, and now you want to come and say, "Oh, we're so afraid. We need to take care of the community," but you caused it with your words. As a leader, you should be more cautious. But this is what we're dealing with today, guys. It's actually so bad that it's got out of hand this much. But more of us need to be speaking out on these topics, because we can't just let things just go past our eyes and feel like it's normal. It's not normal. It's horrible. And the media, the politicians just need to do better in general. I'm not taking away from the fact that he committed a crime, and that's absolutely horrible. But when you put a false narrative out and it puts a whole other group in danger, you're doing too much right now. But yeah, that's the backstory.
In case you haven't been paying attention, despite the fact that the Southport suspect is a Brit who was born in Wales and is called Axel, the narrative of people like Nigel Farage, the Reform Party, and people like that over the next few years is going to be that immigrants are a threat to the lives of British people. So I'm going to close that discussion with two simple facts that you can use whenever one of those people opens their mouth. Point 1. 16.8% of the population in England and Wales was born outside of the UK. So immigrant people make up less than 17% of the population, and yet 19% of the people working in the National Health Service are not British. The highest numbers being Indian, Filipino, and Nigerian, you know, black and brown people. And for the record, this doesn't include people who've gained British citizenship since they came to the UK, so the number might be far higher. But regardless, the facts show that the percentage of immigrants working in the National Health Service is significantly higher than the percentage of immigrants in the general population, which means immigrants are more likely to work in the NHS than people born here. Bluntly put, they improve our doctor-patient ratio. So immigration objectively, mathematically, literally keeps this country alive.
So as some of you know, I made a video the other day talking about, these fools, the Erectile Dysfunction League, running around, smashing up mosques, smashing up shops to keep our kids safe. Right, that video got taken down because some gammon reported it.
Oh, did your little feelings get hurt at being called the Erectile Dysfunction League? Oh, did that touch a nerve?
But something stuck in my mind. In the comments of that video, I kept seeing about, what about the Muslim grooming gangs? What about the Muslim grooming gangs? Keep our kids safe from all these Muslim grooming gangs. Right, cool, fair point. This is the grooming gang in question. What they have done is disgusting, and I hope all these lot end up under the jail. Honestly, I've got no sympathy or kindness for these fucking vermin, right? But, do you know what one grooming group you guys never mentioned? Do you know there's one grooming group you guys ain't in a rush to keep your kids safe from? Anything to say? You want to keep your kids safe? You got to say, because none of you lot mentioned this. And this was this year. None of you lot mentioned this, but you can keep going back to a case that was fucking how many years ago? Why are none of you lot talking about this? Stated these absolute creatures as well. Look at them. And if you want to get into people of colour being, a little too into kids, let me quickly show you something. Why is it when you type in the words nonce cool into YouTube, white guy, white guy, white guy, white guy, white guy, white guy, white guy. Let's scroll a bit further, shall we? White guy, white guy, white guy, white guy, white guy, white guy. But wait, there's more. White guy, white guy, white guy, white guy, white guy, white guy. So if you want to keep children safe so bad, why are you not writing for their victims? Why are you not writing for their victims at all? Why are you not going mad for their victims? Because they're kids too, right? They're victims of children too. So where's the uproar? Let's take it up one step further. That is Daniel Anjorin, right? That was a British-born boy, yeah? Born and bred here, born UK English lad, yeah? He was attacked and murdered, as I'm sure a lot of you know, right? And guess what? His murderer was an immigrant. Yeah. And I wonder why you lot didn't jump on that. You English Defence League, Erectile Dysfunction League lot. Why didn't you have nothing to say about that? Oh, that's why. Innit? Let's be real, because when a black guy kills a white child, the whole country goes mad. But when a black boy who was born in this country is killed by a white immigrant, where are the riots? Where's the uproar? Where's the burning buses? Where's the burning police cars? Oh, no? Man, shut up, man. You lot are racist, bruv. You don't give a fuck about the kids.
Excuse me? Labour have decided to drop the plan to ban terrorists from social housing. So don't worry, everyone out there, every British citizen. I'm sure you're going to be happy knowing that your neighbour might be out to kill you one day. So that's great, and most of the terrorists that we all have seen are always on social housing. So solid effort there, guys. At the same time as well, if you're on a list to try and get a house, mate, good luck. So they've also announced that British citizens won't be getting priority. Instead, it's going to be going to our mates coming over from France. So I hope you enjoy that. It's been great. Labour, I'm sure the Labour supporters are so proud of themselves. What I've learned throughout the years with people that do this kind of thing, the left, they're never going to admit to their faults of what's gone wrong. I'm sure they predicted this. I'm sure they're loving this kind of thing. Come in, Labour. Come in. You might want to take me out one day, but come in and join us. It's brilliant. So, yeah, they're going to be reaping the benefits and the rewards. Charles, mate, it's time to step up. Granddaddy Charles, all the Charleses, they dissolve Parliament. Time to do it. Time to do your job and get rid of this fucking Parliament. No one asked for this.
Why are you coming over with hammer for? Why are you coming over here with hammer for? Why did you come out your house? Why did you come out your house with the hammer? Why did you come out your house? No, why did you come out your house with the hammer?
Don't give me back the hammer.
Why did you come out the house with the hammer? What's wrong with you? We're doing our job. We're doing our job. We're doing our job. You understand me?
No.
I was born here, you know. So
No, yeah. Come on, go back home. Don't give
you're not getting the hammer back.
Don't give me the hammer.
You're not getting it back. You're not getting it back. And I'm fully recording you. I'm fully recording you.
I can't believe this. I put your hair down. I can't believe this.
Have you the card? Done the card? You done the card so I can post it. This geezer just literally come out his house with a hammer for us. You understand? This is what's going on.
I cannot believe this.
دفاع قانوني كواكب فرق ماندونيا بداية خماندي عبد الرحمن يكري جراح فايل الرازي ديال الشركان اللي من اللي باوتش خويا داي كوجد اصحابي بيغمر اللي بداية خويا داي كوجد يا ما الشر اللي قال كفر ياكي الشر اللي قال ناوي شاناكي
They're only interested in having a go at Muslims. That's a new form of racism. If we allow it to divide us, we're shocked.
So what is the leader of UKIP doing here?
This is a Football Lads Alliance march. I mean, how do you feel associating UKIP's name with that?
I've already given talks to their groups. Lots of them have joined us. They are democratic, as you can see. They're against extremism of any kind.
Yeah.
So I don't have a problem with it.
There have been issues around racist comments on their website, calling for Sadiq Khan to be hanged, for example.
Website, mate.
On your Facebook
we
page.
Have got a website.
No, see, all you're going to do now is try to disparage what we're doing, put out some more fake news. So I didn't agree to do an interview, so I'm here to
I'm just
do.
asking
no, because what you'll do is what you always do. You'll raise some issue that's not relevant. As this gentleman said, already told you they don't have a website.
They do have a website. They have a Facebook page. That's how we knew this. That's how we knew this was happening.
You go off and you say whatever you want to say, and I'll do my stuff here.
Could you answer that? You don't. It's fair enough to answer that question.
Which question? Which question?
You presumably condemn things such as...
Of course I do. I've spent 25 years being a member of a moderate party and now running a moderate party, a democratic party. We've always said that, always done that. You cannot control individuals saying stupid things. They do it in all parties. So that's the end of the interview. Thank you.
Why when you've got the UK... I think we've got more to ask you.
No, but he doesn't want to answer, does he?
So just 2 weeks into having a socialist government installed in the UK, the country is now falling apart. I wonder who predicted that. Let me think. Well, me. Well, what do we think was going to happen? Let's not forget the local councillor who was elected in that area was elected solely because of his political beliefs on what's happening in the Middle East. And apparently he was joining in the riots. And I don't care anymore what people say about the effects of immigration and what a benefit they are to the economy. This is what happens. We are importing the third world. You will turn into the third world. And that's exactly what's happening. This is disgraceful. The fact that the police even turned up and they ran away. I can guarantee you, if that was happening with a load of white people, the police would have turned up with their batons ready to smack people up. They would have got the riot squad. They probably would have even got the army. We are pandering to the third world, who have been imported by their thousands with this backward caveman mentality that are causing the scenes that's happening right now in Leeds. And it's not just happening in Leeds. This is going to spread all over the country from a certain demographic. And I'm terrified to go back to the UK in a couple of weeks because it has changed beyond all recognition. This needs to stop. I've had enough. And it's embarrassing for the UK seeing the police run away like little pussies, pandering to these cavemen barbarians. So anyway, there's my rant over. The UK is a failed society, and it's only going to get worse.
This is what our capital city should look like. I always start with, I've got a good friend here. His name's Pastor Ricky.
Now, this is me some few years ago. I was doing car wash, and I was doing it with passion and joy. That is the spirit of Africa. We always look at the bigger picture. Yes, I know you, some of you white folks, even if you are paid £1 million a month, you will never do this job. These are the jobs you say we are taking from you. Understand? Even if some of you white folks, even if you are paid £1 million an hour, you will not do it. You will never do it. There's no way you will do it. Some of you are very lazy. Nobody's taking your jobs. You are just lazy. Majority of you are shameless, depending on benefits, smoking cigarettes and coffee and weed and drugs, useless. Some of us Africans, we were brought up well. We've seen a lot of struggle. So we believe that whatever you want to have, you need to earn it. You need to sweat. We believe in labor. Africans, we believe in labor. You understand? When this racial route started, my missus is pure English. Mother, father, English. They are from Leeds. My missus made a statement and I cried. She was like, baby, in fact, to be fair, black people should be angry at us, not the other way around. Bless her. And she said, baby, we invaded your country and we stole your gold, diamonds and resources and put shackles on your feet and forced you into our country and used your own resources and your labor force to build this country. And now we treat you guys as third, fourth, fifth class citizens, and we despise you and we are angry at you upon all that we've done to you. Babe, I'm sorry. And I said, I wish all white people think like you. I wish all white people think and see what you see. Say, yes, you guys should be angry at us, not the other way around. What you people did to us, there is no amount of money that can compensate our heart. We've left everything into the hands of God. And now you see the repercussions. Yes, some of you are ending up in the care homes, mental homes, and us that you enslaved and maltreated us and tortured us. We are the same people looking after your family people, your grandparents, your children in the mental home, in the care home, in the nursing homes. We that once upon a time you enslaved and tortured us, we are now looking at your grandparents. If we are evil and that bad, we look after your vulnerable relatives. Think about it. We feed them. Think about it. We hoist them from bed to wheelchair and hoist back from wheelchair to bed. If we are that bad people, think about this. If you say black people should go back to our country, we are bad people. We look after your grandparents and your parents in the care homes. If we are bad people, just think about this. I've worked in Anchor Care Home for 4 years. Clean the bum of your parents. Clean the bum of your parents. There is this yellow bag. If I'm disposing the yellow bag, sometimes I throw up. I get sick. I get home and I can't eat. Yellow bag full of diapers, of elderly diapers, full of shit. Now tie it and throw it in the bin. And do laundry in red bag. That is full of shit. clean it, iron it, and take it back to your grandparents. Some of you dump your parents in the care homes. You never come back to look after them. We entertain your parents and look after them in the care homes. You are despising and disrespecting us. There's no amount of money you guys can pay us to compensate that. Respect us. I'm telling you, if you push us to the wall, only Nigeria and Ghana can scatter this country. I swear to God. But we are cultured. Black people, we are cultured. We understand perseverance, endurance, and long suffering. Our parents talk to us and we listen. That is the blessing that we African immigrants have. Our uncles will call us, Sam, stay at home. Be calm. Look at them. Just pray. Then we relax. 20 white folks can't stand me. By the grace of God, I can slaughter their heads, beat them up mercilessly. But you see, we always temper mercy with justice. That is the black person. Always want to make peace. Why? Because we have seen enough struggle. You guys live on benefits. These kind of jobs you will not do. I worked in the warehouse, and the kind of things I saw in the cold store in the warehouse, it was only black people in the cold store. All the white folks were in the office, writing allocations, doing allocation, and typing in the warm. We are in the cold store. Bread factories, security job. I was standing as a door supervisor at Sainsbury's from 7 a.m. 2 p.m. 2 p.m. to 11 p.m. No white person. Black, Asian, Portuguese, Africans, Nigerians. Mighty security, me. Looking after your shop, Sainsbury's. I swear with no iota of doubt. Most shoplifters that I chased out of the store then, when I was a security officer, were white folks who entered to steal bread, sandwich, drinks, because they don't want to work, they want to live on benefits. I'm not saying black people are perfect, but you guys are so lazy that even if we give you the jobs, you will not do it well. There's no way you can clean your parents' bonbon. You will not do it. You are selfish. Most of you are selfish. You throw your parents in the care home. You never visit them. They sacrifice, build houses for you. What do? Go on dating. Sit in the pub. Vacations. Buying luxury stuff. That is all you know. Entitlement. Selfish and greedy. You don't even love your parents. You don't even respect your parents. God is punishing you. You need to repent. If you're a white brother or sister, have that compassionate heart. You see us on the bus and you frown your face. On the train, you frown your face. Some bosses, you give us sharp smile. Fake smile. But we look at you. Our heart is pure. Black people. We are the workforce of this country. America, Europe, Germany, all the donkey jobs in these developed countries. We, moi, ourselves, we do it. You cannot do it. You can't do it. 9 shifts. White folks don't come on 9 shifts. We do 9 shifts. At my work, it's only one person. He's even an old man. Just to while away time. All the young blacks, you don't do it. You will not do it. And after that, all that you've done to us, you still want to despise and fight us and disrespect us? After all that you've done to us over the years, may the Lord have mercy on you. What jobs are we stealing? Coffee and cigarette managers. Lazy. You don't want to do dirty work. Lazy. May the Lord have mercy on you.
I am so fucking sick of the rhetoric of the right. And the thing I'm sick of the most is that they feel that they get to run the narrative and the conversation in this country. And not just this country, but the world. I want my country back, you shout. We want our country back. We want immigrants out. I don't. It's my country too. Who the fuck says you get to decide? There's more of us than there are of you, you bunch of racists. So why do you get to decide? In this country we have democracy, and that's what you love about your country. It's one of the things that you're fighting for, apparently. Just like apparently it was the children that passed that you're fighting for. Bullshit. Because you don't want your country back. What you want is black and brown people out of this country. That's what you want. Well, I don't. I don't. Who the fuck says you get to decide? Don't get it twisted in your fucking heads that you get to run the narrative, and don't get it twisted in your fucking heads because I'm left-wing and therefore tolerant means that I'm going to be tolerant of your intolerance. Enough. Fuck you and fuck your aggression, fuck your violence and fuck your lack of intelligence. You're the only people in this country that I'm intolerant of. You are disgraceful human beings. The vast majority of you don't have the qualifications to run a fucking ice cream van. What the fuck makes you think you've got the qualifications to tell this country how it should exist and who should live in it and how we should run? Most of you can't walk and breathe at the same fucking time. I mean, you turned up at a vigil, crates of beer, laughing your fucking heads off. You haven't even got the moral decency to know how to behave in a situation like that. Why the fuck should you run the conversation? It's like the school bully who paid zero attention at school, who sat at the back of the class throwing shit at people and not listening, didn't pass a single exam, but now wants to tell the school how to run. Fuck you. I am a huge proponent of democracy because I think it's the best system that we've got at present. I'll tell you one thing that I'm starting to really err towards. I'm genuinely starting to believe that you should have to pass an exam in order to have the right to vote. I know how that sounds. And of course, if it came to it, I wouldn't vote for it because there's so many nuances in that debate. But if you can't manoeuvre a car around a road without having taken lessons and passing a test in order to make sure that you are safe and that you don't affect other people's lives, why the fuck should you be given a vote? And that's exactly what you do. Affect people's lives with that vote. You're not intelligent enough to understand history and society and politics and simple concepts like there are different people who exist in this world. You know, why should we? Why should we give you that right? But again, I wouldn't vote for that because it's anti-democratic. But what I would vote for is people caught rioting and committing offences, racism and Islamophobia and bigotry. I think their vote should be taken away from them because I think that those people shouldn't be allowed to have a vote in this country, shouldn't be allowed to have a say in the direction of this country. You are monsters, the people who are going out and rioting. You're not doing it for the good of those girls, one of whom whose family were immigrants, by the way. You're not doing it for the good of those girls. You're doing it because you went on some Jolly Boys racist outing. You took your crates of beer and you all laughed and joked and you threw bricks through the windows of people who were just trying to heal after a horrific event in that town. And now look at you, it's spreading like cancer throughout this country. All the little racists sitting there waiting, just waiting, give me an excuse to go and throw something at a brown or black person. You are just pathetic.
Proud to announce that the UK is finally immigrant free.
Yes! Come on! Come on! Oi, Sharon!
Yeah, what is it, Gary?
All the bloody immigrants are gone. We finally did it. We got back England. Got back our fucking country. Fucking hell. This calls for a celebration, this does. Oi, Sharon, order me favourite Chinese.
Mr. Chen doesn't exist anymore, Gary.
What do you mean?
He's gone.
Alright then. Order some Indian food or something.
Mr. Patel doesn't exist anymore either.
What? Fucking hell. Alright then, what can we order?
Alright then, let's see. Let me have a look. Okay, we got fish and chips. We got Greg's. Oh, we got Domino's.
Domino's, yeah. Order Domino's. We finally got back our fucking country, Sharon. I'm a full-blooded Englishman. I deserve to celebrate with some good food, you know what I mean?
Gary, it says here there's no delivery men.
What?
Yeah, it says here we're gonna have to go to the shop to collect it. Apparently all the delivery men were immigrants.
Fucking hell. Alright then, let's go collect it.
It says here we're gonna have to wait 4 hours before we collect it.
You fucking what? You having a fucking laugh?
Yeah, look, it says 4 to 6 hours wait time.
Why is it taking so long?
Apparently with all the immigrants gone, Domino's is severely understaffed.
Fucking hell.
One eternity later.
Alright, Sharon, let's go collect this Domino's.
Hurry up, Gary, I'm bloody hungry.
The bloody car's not starting, Sharon, can't you see? Doing my head in you are. Fucking hell. Hello, Dave.
You alright, mate?
Yeah, I'm in a bit of a kerfuffle right now. Me and my missus were trying to grab some scram, but me engine's not working, do you know what I mean?
No worries, Gary. I can come over and get it fixed in no time.
Oh, that's fucking brilliant, Dave. How much you gonna quote me for?
I would say like 800.
800? Abdul don't already should charge me less than 100.
Well, mate, Abdul's gone back to his country and there's not many full-blooded Englishmen that are mechanics, so we've all jacked up our prices, do you know what I mean?
Are you fucking having a laugh?
I either fix your car or you're walking to Domino's, mate.
Fucking do one, Dave.
Gary, what did Dave say?
Hey, Sharon, I think I want the immigrants back.
So I've been watching the riots from the UK
here in Colombia, and I have to say, the media is portraying you racists in a certain light. Certainly, a lot of you have dentistry. They are making you look like medieval times. And here, as a comedian, I thought that was just a generalization, but they're putting the toothless women out front, the men wearing shorts to the knee with bobby socks and beer guts, and you want your country back? What is it you're missing? The Habsburg jaw, the inbreeding? I mean, none of you look fuckable. Not that I would know anything about that or stay awake for that myself. But in all honesty, watch the videos so you can see how they're portraying you racists. My God. It's really pathetic. Unless, of course, you just look like that. Now, if it was me and I lived in the UK and I had to riot against something and I looked like a medieval peasant, the first gate I would storm would be those royal palaces. But that's just me.
And you know the other thing, I did want to say this, yeah? Us as Brits have got to be the cheekiest bastards going, considering we colonised half of the fucking planet and now we're on about people coming here, eh?
I've been appalled by recent news reports of violence over the last week directed towards Filipino nurses in Sunderland, GPs closing early out of fear of riots, and the torching of a Nigerian care worker's car. These people are there for our country when we need them. They look after us at our most vulnerable and bust a gut to keep us well. Their attackers bring shame on our nation and our flag. We will not tolerate NHS or social care staff being subjected to intimidation, harassment or racist abuse. We have a zero tolerance policy in the NHS and will take a zero tolerance approach in social care too. Anyone racially or violently abusing NHS staff or care staff can and should be turned away. These are the disgraceful actions of a tiny minority. These far-right thugs have no idea about our country's history or heritage. They do not represent who we are. This government will make sure that anyone guilty of these crimes will suffer the full force of the law. They will regret this for the rest of their days. The vast majority of us are disgusted and appalled by what we've seen on our streets. We are lucky to have people in our NHS and social care services who come from around the world to provide great, compassionate care. I'm proud that we have these people in Britain, and so are the overwhelming majority of the British people. The NHS was built by people of all faiths and nationalities. It is no coincidence that the founding of the NHS took place in the same year, 1948, that the Empire Windrush arrived on Britain's shores. That generation built our NHS, and it is a huge strength of our health service. I want to say to all NHS and care staff, we are lucky to have you. We are so grateful for your care and compassion and your service. So to you, from your government, your patients and care users, thank you. Britain will always be your home.
Why? I'm coming here. I'm coming here, Rhapsody. I'm coming very.
And you're abusing young children.
Please don't give me my mom.
Stop it. We've got no sympathy. Please, you're wasting your breath. You're wasting your breath.
We've seen hundreds of you. We've seen hundreds of people like you.
No, but
right? You stand there crying and go, oh, but you're still abusing our children.
Yeah.
And we're not having that no more.
I did. I did mistake. I did mistake. Please forgive me.
It's more than a mistake.
No mistake.
You've done damage, child.
Listen, you've already abused this child. Okay, you've already done damage. You stand there crying now. What do you think this child's doing? What do you think this child's parents doing?
Yeah.
Don't. Do not expect anybody to have sympathy for you. Don't.
I don't have
What's
any
your
answer.
parents going to say when they find out about this? Because you're going to be sent back to India.
If they come here. No, please.
You are going back to India. You're not going to be allowed in this country because
no,
you've abused the system.
No, please.
Have your parents sacrificed to send you over here?
No, please.
Listen to what I'm saying. Shut up with the silliness.
No, please.
Madam, please. No, don't ladle me. Listen, answer my question. No, listen, you're wasting your breath because we're not listening to you and your crap, okay? Have your parents sacrificed to bring you over here to study?
Yes.
Yes.
And you've abused
Is it wasted?
No, this is wasted. Please, Lord, give me my whole life is spoiled. Please save my life.
Who cares about your life? You abused the child.
No, ma'am.
Right?
I forgive
What about
her,
the
Mom.
child? No. What about the child's life? What about the child's life? Answer me that. What about the child's life?
It will be.
And that man,
I'm like a nerd.
at that business. And that man, he's on his own. He's standing at the door on his own. That's his business burnt out. And you don't care?
I don't care. No. I should.
Are you racist? Are you openly
I'm not
racist?
racist. No.
You're saying there's too many of them?
No.
What's that mean? All right.
Look around. Now you said there's no black. What's that?
I did not say there's no blacks.
Who's his weight?
No, he's not. Sorry, that's a black man walking on a footpath. So what is your problem? So what is your problem?
My problem is I don't want them to. Yes.
Will you not explain to me what the, because I'm here to try to reflect what's happened to that man over there. Like, they're standing in the doorway with his premises burnt out. And you're telling me you don't care?
What about the money they're putting in? 80,000 now to help these people. Where's that coming from? Where's our taxes?
Can Keir Starmer please answer this question? If rioting is illegal and entering the country is illegal too, then why does one get a prison cell and then the other get a hotel?
Okay, so first of all, good news. This Dinlo can actually spell the right "your" or "your," so I mean that's an improvement. Obviously, it's a profile without a picture because they never show their face, which is it's odd, isn't it? It's weird, and they never post content, which is another weird thing. They never show their face. I don't know why. Same as when I can only presume this is one of those people who did protest and also loot some of the shops over the last couple of weeks. It's weird because they were always masked up and always hiding their face as well. And I can't figure it out. But yeah, I've got to say, 34 years on the planet. I've never had this one before. I know it's a bit of a stereotypical cliche sort of racist comment. But yeah, this is the first one for me. So, core, thank you. Thank you for the first time I've had this sort of racist comment. And yeah, I hope you get a lot of people messaging you. I hope this gives you the engagement that you require or you so sorely need, all the attention, obviously. So hopefully you get it, mate. Thank you for your comment, really kind. And also, just to clear something up as well, I don't actually wear a turban. I've never worn a turban. I don't think I'd even know how to put one on, to be honest. But yeah, I don't really know what else to say. But yeah, thank you for your comment. It's really, really valuable. Feel free to follow as well, because you don't follow me, so I'll feel really offended.
That's what they're doing. They're checking people, IDs and everything. They're not letting people. They're not letting people come down, innit? That's what it looks like. You know what I mean? They're doing some searches. The officers are searching people over there. They're making sure that you don't have nothing on you. They give it a quick search. They're making sure that it's a quick search. It's not very right. You know what I mean?
Right, they should have just cancelled the search. If they're going to do that, just cancel it altogether.
I'm being asked about a lot of the riots going on right now in the UK, and for me it's very simple what has happened here. And I'm getting tagged in so many things saying, hope you're proud now that you voted for Labour. Like Labour have caused any of this. Something on a smaller scale happened after Brexit, but this, what's going on right now, it's the same group of people doing the same thing for the same reason. And I'm going to call this out for what it is right now. It's all the reform voters out there who didn't get their way, who didn't win the election, and they're angry and they're frustrated. So what are they doing? They're just showing all of their racist true colours now, because anybody right now doing these protests, getting involved in violence, smashing mosques up, chasing down our Muslim brothers and sisters in the street, they are nothing but thugs and racists. And quite right that Keir Starmer is going to take some pretty harsh action on these people via the police. It's no secret that the bulk of people voting for reform did it because they don't want immigrants in this country. And when you look at all the rioters, you're not seeing Tories there, you're not seeing Labour there, you're not seeing Lib Dems and the SNP. It's the same people who voted for reform. They're annoyed that they didn't get their racist Prime Minister in, so now they're going to the streets instead just to show everybody who they are. And guess what, guys? We see you. Like, we really see you now.